distracting, 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 distracting. I can't remember if I took the uppers before this. So if I all of a sudden just start to just straight up crash, you'll know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the news. The news.
Oh man,
all the news
so many
since
things.
Fucking okay. For the people, we recorded the last time we recorded was what? Like
Right before Roe was overturned.
yeah,
Like
the day
2 days before, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so that was like a Monday. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, oh, what just happened? Roe was overturned. And
That was longer ago.
that was before.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I guess there just wasn't that much to talk. Because yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, haha. Like, what else are you gonna say? The fucking no, wait, and it was whatever. It was like the special January 6th episode. But the fun. Okay, so the funny thing about that is that if we, and I thought about this, if we were to do a special Roe versus Wade episode, then we could literally just cut out when we said January 6th and put Roe versus Wade where like it would map on almost perfectly to everything that I said. I'm positive. Like, as far as like, the particulars of it and me and you arguing about whether or not it was important, that wouldn't fit. But the thing that would absolutely fit is like they're out to get us. They don't give a shit. Like, stop. Voting is not the answer. Democrats are awful. They're clearly. It's like I've never felt more right about anything than when I was screaming about how bad the Democrats were the last time we talked, and then Roe was overturned, and what happened? Did the libs riot? No. Did anyone riot? No. What happened? Kamala Harris had shat her brain out of her nose on television when asked a question about it. AOC came up. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Like, that Kamala thing. It's because you already know. Okay.
I can pretty much guess how that would go.
Like, if we put a clip in, that wouldn't even. I can describe it in a way so that everyone knows. If you've seen just one time where Kamala was asked a question, right? Just any question. And then it's an important question. There's usually a yes or no answer even.
Yeah.
That's the most baffling part of it.
It's like her answer has to be like defensive, mainly because she doesn't really know the best way to answer the question.
Yeah.
So she gets defensive to like cover up for it and gets this kind of angry look on her face. But yeah.
Even though they had all this fucking time to prepare themselves for what the fuck they were going to say when Roe was overturned, because they said they were going to do it before they did it. the whole thing, like Chrisman was talking about how like it was a really genius move if it was a leak by one of the conservative clerks on the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what happened.
It split the fucking outrage. That's right. Absolutely true. That if it had just come out of the blue, not much more would have happened, to be clear. But it would have been more shocking. It would have been more like, it would have been more painful, right?
Yeah.
And if you start looking into the details of it, especially because, like, so that first like couple days there, I was breaking terms of service on every social media platform that I could find. I was talking about how like conservatives deserve to be set on fire. I told a former teacher of mine that I was positive that wasn't going to talk to him anymore, and that I was positive that he was going to burn in the hell that he believes in. I hope that sticks with him forever. Like it's like I was going for blood. Mm-hmm. I wanted blood. Did I tell you? Pete. Mayor fucking Pete said the most human thing he's ever said in his whole life. And after I read it, I fucking slow clapped. Pete said something real. And it made me think, wait a minute, why the fuck is he the Secretary of Transportation? He should be Health and Human Services. He's all about fucking like being like his like McKinsey spreadsheet fucking bullshit. But he's also gay, right? So that automatically means that Pete should at least have some compassion for people. Department of Transportation, you don't need fucking compassion. You just need to be able to.
So what did he say though?
Hold on, I'll try to find it quick because it's so good that I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
Well, and
I had to find it.
I guess he's kind of one of the guys that would write shit for other people, probably more than anything else. I don't know.
No, and if I can find his thing, there we go. There it is. Okay. Pete Buttigieg, this is the full meme, okay? Pete Buttigieg was the only acceptable answer in reply to late-term abortions, right? Buttigieg, I think the dialogue has gotten so caught up on where you draw the line that we've gotten away from the fundamental question of who gets to draw the line, and I trust women to draw the line when it's their own health. That's when Chris Wallace says, so just to be clear, you're saying that you would be okay with a woman well into the third trimester deciding to abort her pregnancy. Buttigieg, look, these hypotheticals are usually set up in order to provoke a strong emotional. Wallace cuts him off. It's not hypothetical. There are 6,000 women a year who get abortions in the third trimester. Buttigieg, that's right, representing less than 1% of cases. So let's put ourselves in the shoes of a woman in that situation. If it's that late in your pregnancy, then almost by definition, you've been expected to carry it to term. We're talking about women who have perhaps chosen a name, women who have purchased a crib, families that then get the most devastating medical news of their lifetime. Something about the health or the life of the mother or the viability of the pregnancy that forces them to make an impossible, unthinkable choice. And the bottom line is, as horrible as that choice is, that woman, that family may seek spiritual guidance, they may seek medical guidance, but that decision is not going to be made any better medically or morally because the government is dictating how that decision should be made. And it's like, where the fuck has that Pete Buttigieg been this whole fucking time? Right?
Well, I mean, we know he's super smart or whatever. It's like he obviously can fucking, debate and shit. But like when you're trying to debate against Bernie on stage or whatever, good luck with that shit.
No, it's like, but Bernie would have started clapping at that, right? And what I'm saying is that
sure.
if Pete, look, dude. As desperate as this country is for anyone who's saying anything good about anything or trying to help in any way ever at all about anything, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's what, like it's the same thing where like whatever, like Chappell will talk about like Eric Adams or like J.B. Pritzker or those guys, it's like where it's like, yeah, of course they would be bad about a lot of things, but like I think that it doesn't matter anymore. It's hope now. This is just about pure like survival of the people that like are addicted to politics now, right? Like we need a person, and we need a person to win, and we need a person to beat the worst people, and that it's all fucking whatever. It's all like the whatever the lesser of two evils type shit, right? And if Pete saying that shit when it was down to Bernie and Pete and Klobuchar and Biden, oh my God, there would have been a groundswell for Pete that would have included Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders would have been because think about how he campaigned for Hillary and Biden. If it was like, hey, here's a Biden, but whose brain is fully functioning, and every now and then he has a good opinion, right? Instead of a CIA agent who is a robot man who talks about cutting off his gayness with a knife, right? It's like that's not the man we're looking for, right? But this Pete is.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
and whatever.
You can't get just one though. You get both. You get both Pete's every time.
Yeah. No, you get them all.
Just one is just more upfront than the other.
One Pete is. It's the same thing with Beto. The one time Beto said something human, right? When he was like, this is fucking bullshit. This shit shouldn't be happening or whatever. It was like, yeah, that was a real human thing you said right there, Beto. And then he proceeded to go, no, I know what the thing was. It's the cursing. Everyone likes the cursing. And it's like, no, God, how is it this hard? You just have a human reaction to a question. That's it. Like, and it just makes me want to, it makes me want to go into politics because fuck it. That's the other thing. It's like, fuck it, dude. I know I shoot from the hip. That part of Trump I love. I fucking say whatever I want. And then sometimes I'm wrong. But the difference between me and Trump is that when I'm wrong, I go, yeah, I'm wrong. That was wrong for me to say. I'm sorry about that. I was drunk. But it doesn't affect my like thoughts on the situation as a whole. I think that there's a lot of people that are taking me in bad faith. Right? I have my stock answer for fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? I have it all ready to go. I really should go. I should. I should.
Yeah.
But anyway, hold on. Getting back to the Kamala thing. Okay, so a lady asked about one of the. Oh, by the way, AOC had some fucking awesome tweet storm that was a bunch of really good ideas about how to like get around all this. And
yeah, I've heard the list of things.
Yeah, well, one of them was abortion clinics on federal land, and there were a lot of like naysayers about that were like, dude, federal land barely gets any money to do anything on federal land. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, how they're never going to get enough money to build? And the retort to that is like, well, then give the Federal Land Bureau or whatever the fuck the money to build an abortion clinic on it and hire some people. What the fuck? That's a thing you can do. But anyway, getting back to Kamala's brain fart, because I swear to God, I have to get through this.
You're gonna have to cut it up a little to get this whole thing together.
No, I think it might be one of those things where it's like whatever, who knows? Okay, so the CNN lady asks Kamala about the abortions on federal lands thing, and Kamala starts shitting out of her mouth. She just starts. It's just like, well, that women, it's a constitutional right to, that we still think that, and so what we have to do is, and to codify Roe, we had to have that. We had to have more. We had to have more people in the Senate, and and I'm thinking about races in North Carolina and Georgia and and it's like, number one, and then the lady on the CNN is like, yeah, but like, what about the abortions on federal land thing, right? Like, it's like, and it's like, oh yeah, we're not really thinking about that. We're thinking about, and it's like, dude, of all the times that like voting harder will not work, this is it. This is the time, right? You fucking people have been saying this about Roe versus Wade before my lifetime. You have to vote for us Democrats because we will keep abortion legal, right? It was their only thing that they were guaranteed to do. And they lost it. They lost that thing. So what the fuck would you have the balls to tell any of us to vote again? You should hang your head in shame. You should never go outside anymore. Yeah. That's what should be happening to every Democratic senator, especially. Oh my God. The only one that
they
has
should all be resigning right now. we still need to talk about the January 6th special part 2.
Do we?
Well, all right. The part about the SUV and trying to grab the wheel, all that stuff. That's been played out in the news. Huh?
Is there news stuff about that? Because I remember. Okay, because I remember there was that. Whatever there was those Secret Service. What's going on?
My speaker cut out. Hang on. You keep talking.
Okay. There was a shit about the Secret Service agent that was like, no, that didn't happen. And then it was like, Trump's a fat guy, so, he couldn't fit through the fucking thing to grab any of us, which that sounds plausible too. And then there is the hero worship of this bitch that testified. And it's like, she is a fucking, George Mason, MAGA fucking bitch just as much as anybody else. She's just saving her own ass.
Yeah.
Libs always forget that these fucking people are just rats on a sinking ship.
Yeah, like they're like talking about how great Liz Cheney's doing and all that shit. Like,
oh my god!
But anyways,
so of Satan himself.
Yeah, truly.
Is he dead yet? By the way,
no,
he's not dead.
No.
God.
No, him and Kissinger, man, they're both still kicking. So we're not going to talk. We just have to talk about the one thing. We don't have to talk about the trying to grab the steering wheel or any other stuff. But I walked into the room and the first thing I noticed was ketchup dripping down the wall. Like the way she said it. And then there was ketchup dripping down the wall.
No, and
then I asked what happened, and she said, the president was angry, and I should avoid him at all costs.
Wait. Was she like holding back tears?
What, the person cleaning up or whatever?
Testifying.
No. But she definitely had this like kind of subtle like emotion in her voice. Like she was disturbed by it, Like she's like, and then they were like, and was this the first time that the president had, thrown dishes? She goes,
oh no,
no, it's not.
It would have been the only way it would have been better is if it was like, is this the first time the president has thrown food? And it's like, no, he is a baby. Like it was just like she just like came out and said, no, he's a baby man. If he doesn't like the food, he throws it. If he doesn't like something that's going on, he throws the food. If it's like she just listed.
That would have been a good mom joke, actually. Like if this lady was a mom, she'd be like, more than my toddler or something like that.
Oh, dude,
just like boom.
Yeah, that would have made me go with the libs, right? That it's like, okay, now you're a hero. You called him a baby. You're a hero. That's it. Like it's like that clip of that will be in my next beat. He's a baby. 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 He's a baby.